Thank you for joining in my course. So what we're going to learn today is my 5-step method of money mindset. So what is the 5-step method? So the first step of my 5-step process is own yourself first. So think of yourself as a business system that is you're going to build up enough assets that are going to pay an income for when you stop working. So the first exercise that we'll talk about is to pay yourself first. So we're going to ask to transfer 10% of your earnings into a savings vehicle. So you need to pay yourself 10% every month as soon as you get paid, and do this automatically. So many people wait till the end of the month and it's so difficult. I can't try and budget and actually work out why I don't have any money at the end of the month. But there's a magical thing that happens every time you get paid. Money magically goes into your bank and you get to choose what to spend that money on. And if you automatically set up a process that automates money from your one bank account into another bank account, you don't even need to think about saving anymore. It was a massive epiphany for me when I actually realised that it's so easy that I don't have to do this every month, that I can just set up an automated system and it happens every month, and at the end of the year you realise how much you've saved over that year, and it's great, and it's the easiest way to improve your finances. So that's step one. So step two is building an emergency fund. So an emergency fund is basically a cash buffer for anything goes wrong. So if you lose your job, if the boiler breaks down, or you need to kind of dip in for any kind of emergency, say there's a death in the family and you need to fly across the world, that you have money for being able to do that. So yeah, having an emergency fund is one of the most powerful things to free up your money mindset. So it kind of gives you a kind of a mindset that anything can happen. You can lose your job, and things can still work out. So that's step two. So step three is have a life plan. So we're going to use a template that I've created and to build your own life plan, and it means that you have a goal, an end destination where you're heading towards, and it gives you incentive, and it means that you're going to work towards that goal of essentially your dream life, where you want to get to, and it gives a massive kind of motivation that you've got an end point to head towards. So step four is diversify. So we all heard of the term don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I've created my own, what I call a football formation asset allocation, and it's building your portfolio around a football team. So you have a defence, a midfield and attack, and having these assets working together as a team, it creates synergies that are greater than individual parts, and mathematicians who are much cleverer than I have proved that this works. And finally, the fifth step is rebalance. So rebalance your formation at the end of the year, so you have the risk profile that's right for you. So all this is a process that's been done many times. So it's a set process, but most financial planners, most wealth managers use it. I've just put it into simplistic terms and given it to you at a much more reasonable price. So just to summarise, to get your money mindset, it's a 5-step process. So own yourself first by paying yourself first, have an emergency fund, have a life plan, diversify, and finally the fifth and the hardest and most important step is to rebalance. And we'll go through each of these in each step. We also have each exercise. We have exercises for you to join me in this kind of learning experience to make you learn as quick as possible.